Filter bar. So the filter bar is a feature in Google Analytics which makes filtering report data extremely easy, which often makes reports more useful to you. Filter bar comes on all Google Analytics reports and appears right above the tabular data. So what does its filter bar do? The filter bar allows us to query any of these items, either the dimensions or metrics, and filter the report based on them. So out of the box, when we type a term into the filter bar, it will filter the primary dimension, which is what you see in the left-hand column. So in this example, let's go ahead and filter our search queries for our makeup site and only look at search queries which contain the word organic. So as simple as clicking filter, we can limit our search results to only those keywords containing organic. And at the same time, the summary data for the table changes to only include these pages. So this makes it great to group information based on a specific query or other criteria. Now, we have an advanced feature here where we can then filter instead by any of the metric data. So let's go ahead and hit advanced, and this time we're going to, instead of including search queries which contain the word organic, we're going to tell it, let's look at only keywords that have greater than 500 impressions, for example. We hit apply, and you'll note that we get all of our keywords which have greater than 500 impressions. One last thing to note is that we can have multiple criteria. So in this example, let's say we include all keywords with greater than 100 impressions, and this time we can do search queries which, instead of contain organic, let's say we're going to exclude those that contain organic. So we have two conditions here. We're going to require that the impressions are greater than 100 and that we exclude search queries which contain the word organic. We're going to hit apply, and that's what we get. We get a search results set, and we know that nothing in the search results set will use the word organic, and everyone will have greater than 500 impressions. So that's the basic functions of the filter bar. Let's look at some other examples. Let's say your boss tasks you with filtering all English language speakers into one group and providing some pertinent statistics on them. We know from the language report, which we'll learn about a little bit later, that we see English US, English Great Britain, English Australia. We may want to group these all together into one group. So we could simply type in EN into the filter bar, hit search, and return a report that looks at all the different English language versions. And here's your summary data, which again is only going to be for those browsers set to the English language. So a really useful way to compile that data very quickly. Let's look at a landing page report. Maybe we want to analyze how the product section of our website is doing. So again, out of the box, the search bar is going to search our primary dimension, which is the landing page. So I'm going to go ahead and type the word product in here. And Google will return only landing pages which contain the word product in the URL. And again, we get summary data up top. We could go more advanced here and instead decide to exclude pages. So if we want to look at the non-product pages and what behavior there is, we can do that as well. So these are just a few examples of how to use the filter bar. Key things to remember are this. Filter bar is available on every single report. And when you do use the filter bar, you can filter by any table, dimension, or metric that is listed within the table below. So if I wanted to filter based on impressions or click-through rate on this particular report, I could simply by jumping over into the advanced filter.